Beyond the veil, uncovering family dark secrets, I grew up with the weight of a family secret. My mother's life was lost in the very moment mine began, during childbirth. Grandma stepped in, nurturing me with a love that helped heal the wound. But fate wasn't done testing our family. Years later, my father's grief consumed him. Overwhelmed by the loss of my mother, he took his own life, leaving behind four young children. The image of that fateful day remains etched in my memory, the day he surrendered to the waters of the Monyohe River, a border between South Africa and Lesotho. Even now, I struggle to understand why he left us behind. Whispers in our community hinted at my father's despair. He'd often say, "My wife is in the river." I'd watch him walk towards the Monyohe, his eyes longing to reconnect with the love he lost. As a child, I couldn't grasp the depth of his sorrow. We had buried my mother, after all. But little did I know, family secrets lay hidden beneath the surface. My parents had four children, three sons and one daughter, me, Tidimolo, or Tidi as many call me. My oldest brother and I were raised by our grandmother, my mother's mother, while our two brothers were taken in by my aunt, my father's sister. As I gently untangle the complex threads of my family's history, I've discovered that truth often hides behind a veil of secrecy. With a deep breath, I'm now prepared to share my story, a poignant narrative woven from the intricate tapestry of love, loss, and the darkest, most hidden secrets that have haunted my family for generations. My grandmother's life was marked by unimaginable loss. She had six children, but only my mother remained. When I was born, Grandma's joy was palpable. She hosted a grand celebration, declaring, "Finally, someone will carry our family's legacy." Grandma's house was always bustling, infamous for its traditional beer. Drunkards would gather, spending their last cents on her brew. The special room where she concocted the beer was off limits until I turned 8. That's when Grandma and Madame Mamikina, a village elder, initiated me into our family's secrets. Under the midnight sky, we performed a mysterious ritual. They made small incisions on my body, applied herbs, and gave me a potion to drink. Chanting in an unknown language, they dedicated me to a creature that emerged from the ground, sealing my fate within a drawn symbol. The herbs, I was told, would shield me from fear. Yet, as I faced the creature, I felt none. This ritual bound me to our family's legacy. Now, let's uncover the secrets hidden within Grandma's mysterious room. In my grandmother's home, a peculiar wall stood prominently in the center of the room. It was eerily similar to the ancient wells used to draw water, but this wall held a secret. Within its depths lived a majestic black snake named Monyohe. Monyohe possessed the extraordinary ability to shapeshift into various forms. I witnessed it transform into a curious cat, a quick-witted mouse, and even a loyal brown dog. According to family tradition, Monyohe served as our home's steadfast protector and guardian of our prosperity. Its presence was to attract wealth and good fortune. In the smaller clay pots my grandmother used to brew traditional beer, smaller snakes would often appear, as if summoned by Monyohe's powerful presence. Whenever drunken patrons arrived to purchase alcohol, we would carefully remove these tiny serpents from the pots, then pour alcohol. The water from the well where Monyohe resided was the key ingredient in my grandmother's brew, imbuing the beer with mystical properties. Our home was always filled with revelers, drawn by the potent elixir and the enchanting aura surrounding Monyohe. The snake's presence seemed to weave a spell of prosperity and protection, ensuring our family's well-being. When disputes arose, my grandmother would enlist my brother's help to resolve them in unconventional ways. She'd instruct him to sprinkle sacred water, drawn from Monyohe's well, in the yards of those who'd wronged her. This water held extraordinary powers, imbuing it with the ability to manipulate reality. The most striking instance was when Madame Mamagodi complained about my grandmother's dog defecating in her yard. Grandma, upset by the accusation, ordered my brother to retaliate under the cover of night. He'd throw stones and sand onto Madame Mamagodi's home, then sprinkle the enchanted water at her gate, all while naked, between 1 a.m. and 3 a.m. The consequences were astonishing. The next day, Madame Mamagodi was involved in a car accident, and a series of mysterious deaths followed within her family. Yet, paradoxically, the deceased would reappear in the room where Monyohe resided. I'd query Grandma about this phenomenon, and she'd reveal that Monyohe's powers allowed us to capture their spirits, since this was not their true passing. These spirits would then work with us, aiding Grandma in her traditional healing practices. Strangely, my brother would have no recollection of his nocturnal activities. Grandma's herbs, burned to induce a trance-like state, ensured his compliance and subsequent amnesia. By morning, he'd wake up with no memory of the events, leaving him puzzled and unaware of his role in the mysterious occurrences. To be continued.